Hey guys, Jason Guyman here with PressureWashHelp.com, and today I want to show you, people ask all the time, how do I plumb my unloader valve? So I actually got an unloader valve here that is plumbed the way it comes originally, and I'm going to show you where you need to take stuff off and where you need to plug stuff so that way you can use this. Right here we just got a 4 gallon a minute pressure washer here with an unloader valve. Now, on some unloader valves, I'm going to show you a picture here. You won't be able to do this toward the end, or you'll have to do something different. But this is just a cat pump with a 4 gallon a minute with our unloader valve right here. This is our unloader valve right here. So what we need to do is, what happens is we're going to hook our water hose up right here. And our water hose goes in here and into the pump here. We also have this line right here that comes up here out of the unloader valve. So what happens is water comes into the pump, builds pressure, and comes up here to the unloader valve. If this needs to dump and this opens up, it dumps the water out of the tube back into here. So when we turn our gun off, or we check this valve here and we just have this sit here, what happens is, if we allow this to run too long, it gets hot, and this water gets hot and it will burn up our seals in our pump. So when that happens, what we do is, as a lot of guys will do, is we'll take this line off here and we will run a line. So what we need to do is we will take this fitting off here, we'll take this line off here. We can either take this plug out here and put a plug in here, and we'll take this line here and we will run this to our buffer tank. And what we'll do then is take a line from our buffer tank and we'll plumb it straight into here. And so what happens now is, instead of just this amount of water heating up, now it's coming in from the buffer tank back into the buffer tank. So as long as we got 5-10 gallons, it's not going to heat up this this pump. So now, some pumps, and I'll show you a picture, will actually have the unloader valve built in to this the housing here. And if that's the case, the only way we can do a line to the buffer tank is we would have to add an external buffer, or an external unloader valve. And with an external loader valve, you can actually buy these buy onto a block that you can mount onto a trailer or something. And then you would have to open this unloader valve so it don't go up, or maybe set this unloader valve at 3,000, set this unloader valve at 4,000, and set this unloader valve at 3,000, so that way it's just dumping before it ever gets to that other unloader valve. And that's the only way we can do that at that point. So then we can just run a pressure hose from here down to our unloader valve into here, and it actually got an arrow of where pressure coming in. And then you can either use either side for your valve here on this thing here. So that is how we do an unloader valve to plumb it to our tank and get rid of just this here. Another option you can do is you can either unplug this hose here and plug this off and let this run on the ground. And the biggest reason why we want to do that for is so that way we don't overheat the pump. You know, it don't take long, even in turning soap on and off. If we got to come back here, that thing's running and it gets hot, and we don't want our pump to get hot and burn up those seals. So I hope that helps you out of how an unloader valve works, and how we need to make sure that our pump is not getting overheated. We don't want to run a pump, you know, $600-700 pump, even the cheaper 4 gallon minute pumps. We don't want to be replacing pumps. So if you would like some more pressure washing tips, check out my video up here, and I'll see you in that video. If you need to learn how to get leads and need leads, because we all need leads, check out this video here at my Google Ads, and I walk through how to do Google Ads.